Hey folks, Tanner Cherney here with Devil's Lake Tourism. Giving you a check-in here on Friday heading into 4th of July weekend. It's been one heck of a week on Devil's Lake. For those that followed along, we had a fantastic Devil's Lake Chamber Walleye Tournament this past Friday, and congratulations to the first place team. They brought in a whopping 28 pounds to the scales for 5 fish, which for middle to end of June is a fantastic weight for 5 fish on this body of water. Right now, as we're moving into the 4th of July weekend, it's my favorite time of the year. One of the best bites that we have is going to be that trolling bite, whether you're using a bottom bouncer and a spinner, or what I've got here is just a simple butterfly blade. I tie my own up like I've said in previous reports, and I've got that on a slow death hook. But right now, when you're tackling Devil's Lake, there's going to be 3 main things that are still working really well. First one is bottom bouncer and spinner and butterfly blades. Second one is going to be slip bobbers with leeches, and third is the trolling with crankbaits bite. That is starting to take off as we get these warmer water temps and we move into that midsummer transition. Areas to target right now, if you're going to be looking for a slip bobber bite, you can still pitch outside the weeds with the slip bobbers and leeches, finding that new weed growth or those sunken rock piles. When it comes to bottom bouncers and spinners and trolling crankbaits, it's going to be that kind of same area. It's the old lake shoreline, anywhere in that 18 to 25 foot of water. And word of the wise, if you haven't been to Devil's Lake yet this year, you haven't been here period, and it's your first time up, one of the best ways to cover water, catch fish, and just get your feet wet or your lines wet in the area is bottom bouncers and spinners. It's a great way to cover water. Get yourself at about 0.9 to 1.2 miles an hour. You know, depending on weather conditions, that speed might vary a little bit. Tip those, whether it's a slow death hook, tip those with leeches or a third of a crawler. And then the Berkeley Gulp and the different plastics like that seem to be working really well too, and we have some of these stable weather patterns. And like I said, work those shorelines, start trolling, and if you get a fish or two, mark those spots in your GPS and keep working back and forth. As we always say, walleyes like to kind of school up in one area, so as the quote goes, make hay while the sun is shining. So if you get a few bites, keep working that spot and see if there isn't a few more hanging around there. Again, 4th of July weekend, it's going to be a busy time in the lake. Be patient at the boat ramps. Take time. Be courteous to everyone. You're going to be looking like a really good weekend for weather-wise. So we hope everyone gets out and enjoys, whether you're fishing, you're hiking, you're doing some water sports, anything like that, downtown shopping. Take your pictures on social and use hashtag Devil's Lake ND. We hope everyone has a fantastic 4th of July weekend, and we'll keep you updated next week when the holiday is behind us. So tight lines and have a great weekend, everyone.